Hey guys, welcome. This is Joy Banerjee from AIKIT Support, and this time we are doing a live webinar from Google Hangout, which is Google Hangout on Air. And thanks to Google providing us this particular service so that we can do it. Okay, so hope you guys can join in and able to hear my voice properly. So let's see. This is an agenda. This is a very good agenda. What we are doing is we are trying to configure a Windows Server 2008 and configuring it with Active Directory. Okay, and we will do it live without without skipping any steps. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to share my screen. Okay, let me do that and let me see how I can do it. Okay, let me do it entire screen. Okay, and hope you guys now able to view my screen. Okay, so I will minimize all things. Okay, so this is my virtual environment. Okay, so let me make it full screen. Okay, so this is a fresh machine which I have already installed. Now I need to configure it. This is right from scratch. Okay, so hope you guys know how to install the operating system. So if you don't know how to do it, I can create a separate video, but you need to really put a request for that. Okay, so what I need to do is right now it's a VMware machine. Okay, so it's a fresh install. So first step I would do is I will install the VMware tools. Okay, so for that I need to do go to VM, then install VMware tool. Okay, it says install, and I need to click here and check. It should be mounted automatically. Okay, you can see it's mounted. So what I can do is I can right click and install. It also do autoplay, but in some cases it takes some time. So what I can do is I can start it or initiate it manually. Okay, it doesn't matter much. Okay, so you can see in the backend it's already been triggered, so no problem. We have already initiated it manually. Okay, so it's launched. We will do a quick next. I will recommend you to do it complete. Okay, so if we talk about a little bit of what are the VMware tools, if we go to custom, and we'll see there are so many things like they are all drivers, and they are some plugins which are doing the interaction with the hardware devices, and it's with a virtual hardware, right? So they are certain what you can say certain plugins and drivers which need to be installed so the virtual machine can interact properly, right? And it can be a memory consumption, it can be a physical hardware interaction. Okay, so I would recommend you to install with complete option. Okay, click next and click install. So it will take a little bit of time. Once it is installed, we need to reboot the system as well. Okay, so once it has been installed, then we will do a reboot. Okay, virtual machine could not change the. Okay, no problem. Okay, let me finish and click yes. Okay, so it will do a quick reboot. While it is rebooting, I just want to share a quick thing here. We are building this particular machines. Why we are building it? Okay, so at this moment, we are conducting training on Citrix, which is 7.6. Okay, this is the latest version. So at this moment, we have a requirement to create the lab. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to create the lab one by one. So once we are creating it, so I thought, why don't we share it with the people? They should also know how we can create the lab, right? And this is not the series. Probably I can update later. Not will be a live. The first thing which I'm doing it's live, which is installing the Active Directory over a system on a system which is Windows Server 2008. Okay, so it's a live. Okay, I've done something miss. Okay, no problem. So I need to put the password. Okay. Okay, so now you can see it looks better graphically as well. Okay, Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to configure the AD. So before we are configuring our Active Directory, we need to do some changes, okay, and set up few things. Okay. So what are those things? I will let you know. 1 minute. Okay, let me fix this. Okay, and close this out. Okay. The first thing is I would like to change change the name of the computer. Okay, so for that we can go to the system properties and click change. Okay, so let me put it's DC01 CTX. Okay, so this is for our Citrix lab, so I'm just putting it as DC01-CTX. So this machine will be acting as a domain controller. That's why we have put its name as DC01. Okay, so after changing this particular name, it will again ask us to reboot the system. So very quickly we will do it again. Okay. If you have any query, we have also a forum which is active, which is I will be sharing the link right below in the description as well. That is techieworld.in/forum. So it is having a different sections, and if you are interested in IT infrastructure section, you can go there and put your queries, and we will happy to answer you. Okay. And the second thing is we also integrated our forum with a mobile app that has a that is Tapa Talk, and we have set up a different what you can say different video to how to use Tapa Talk and integrate our website. We have already integrated. You just need to really follow and sign up to our website, and from the mobile devices you can update the post, you can interact each and everything right from your mobile device, just like you are using a WhatsApp. So that is very handy. Okay. Cool. Okay. So now I'm logged in and I just need to check that our name is already changed or not. So what I can do is I can open a command prompt and type a command host name. Okay. Okay. So I can see its name has been changed. That is DC01-CTX. Okay. That's great. What is the second thing? Okay. The second thing is we need to have a static IP for each and every servers. Okay. So I need to do IP config. Okay, I can do ipconfig/all as well. Okay, to get more details. So now what we'll do is we will try to set up our network card and putting this IP address statically. Okay, so at this moment it is picking up the IP address and it's an automatic IP address. Okay, so what we need to do is we to do it statically. So how we can see is you can see details. Okay, and you can see okay, yeah, you can see DHCP enabled, so all IP address are picking up as automatic. Okay, so at this moment what we'll do is we will make it as static. Okay, so I will remove IP version 6, we don't require it, so we will be concentrating on IP version 4, and I will be putting the IP address. Okay, so the IP address is 192.168.224.128. Okay, subnet will be default, and the gateway is, where is our gateway? Hmm. Okay, so gateway is 2. Okay, so 192.168.224.2. Okay, so what will be our DNS? So this server is also hosting a DNS. So what we'll do is we will put a loopback address, that is 127.1.1.1, or you can put it as 127.0.0.1. Okay, so it's again your choice how you put these things, or you can also put the whole IP address, which is like 192.168.224.128. Okay, because this server will going to host the DNS server as well along with Active Directory. So we will see how we can do it. Okay, so I will click OK, close. Okay, okay, so now, okay, it's good. I will do a ipconfig again. Okay, so the IP address is okay. So what is the next step, guys? So next step is very simple. You can go to server manager, install a role, add a role, okay, or either you can run DC promo. Okay, so let me show you this way. Okay, I will go to add roles. I will click next. Okay, so we need to make it as Active Directory server. Okay, so we will do Active Directory domain services. It requires this, so we'll add on the required features as well. Okay, so also we will keep it as DNS server. Okay, so let us add this, then we can add the DNS, and that will be pretty automatic. Okay, so I'll show you how you can do it. So click next, next, and install. I just want to check we are live or not. Okay, yeah, we are live. Let me check. Okay, okay, we are still live. That's good. Okay, let me toggle to the other server. Okay, it's a warning, no problem. Installation succeed. I will close it. Okay. Okay, no problem. And so at this moment we have not really configured the domain, so we need to do that thing. So what I can do is I will write DC promo. Okay, so it will check few things and try to launch. Okay, now hopefully you can see the screen. So this is a wizard which is going to help us to configure the Active Directory. So we will click next and click next. Okay, so at this moment we are creating a new domain in a forest. Okay, click next. So I will be putting it as citrix.lab. Okay, so I will put it at citrix.lab. Okay, click next. So it will check the name is still not exist in the whole environment or not. So it's a first server, so we don't need to really worry about this. So I will be putting it as higher functional level. So because we don't have any other servers which are really 2008 or 2003 or 2000, right? We are only interacting with 2008 R2 and above. Okay, so we will be using this functional level. Okay, click next. Okay, so here you can see it's already been checked that it should be a DNS server. Along with it, you can see it will also by default will be a global catalog server. Okay, so what are these terms? For that, you need to really attend a different training. You can ask me to create a video regarding those things. I can really definitely do that. But at this moment, this is a purely video for installing and configuring the Active Directory. Okay, so we are doing it. Click next. Yes. So this is the location where the Active Directory database files are located. Okay, so if you want to take the backup of Active Directory, then you need to go to NTDS directory, which is there in Windows. So from this location you can take the backup. Okay, so this is again which is having the log file. So when you try to retrieve any data, so log file is also required. And sysvol is also important for some policies and scripts which are being located. So we can discuss about these things later and in a different video. Okay, click next. So we need to put a different restore mode password, which should be different from the login password which we have already set. So what I do is I will create a different password. Okay, click next. Click next. So this process will take some time, and it will try to configure each and everything which are there in Active Directory. It is also pushing some group policy management console and other policies and also attributes which are required to function the Active Directory properly. And definitely along with it, it also configure the DNS server. As it is a live streaming, I'm not sure we can fast forward this particular option or not, although it's finished quickly. So what I will do is I will click finish, and it will ask me to do a restart. So let me do a restart. So after the reboot, it will take some time. It is trying to refresh and setting up the whole operating system with Active Directory updates. For the first time, it takes a little bit to boot up. And meanwhile, let's do a quick check that we are still in live or not. Okay. So what I'll do is I will minimize this, and yes, we are sharing our screen, and yeah, so we are still live. Okay, that's great. So okay. So after this, once the ID has been configured and DNS has been set up, then we will also create our in a separate video. We will create and install our SQL server as well, so that we can create our whole lab for the Citrix training, which is going to be held next next week. Okay, so if you guys are interested to sign up that particular training, you can really contact me. There is a link of my website. You can contact from that particular link to me, and we will set it up for you as well. Okay, let's wait a while. It's taking some time. Once it has been booted, we just need to log in with our ID and password, and I will show you what are the changes has been done. And that's it. Our Active Directory is set up, and then we need to create some hierarchy and policies. Okay, this has been already let me log in. Now you can see it says Citrix/administrator. Okay, that means we are logging with the domain credentials, not really to a local system. And if you're talking about a DC, if it is already installed Active Directory, you cannot log in locally. Okay, your local credentials converts to admin credentials, domain admin credentials. So once we logged in, first we will look at the server manager. Okay, and hopefully server manager will trigger automatically. Still, I will click it. Okay, so now you can see the red alerts are being removed. Okay, and if you go to roles, now I can see there is Active Directory, domain services, as well as the DNS server. The both roles are being installed correctly. Okay, you can also go to administrative tools and open administrative users and computers, in which you can see the whole AD hierarchy and computers and users. Okay, you can see the domain controller as well, which is DC01 slash CTX. And if we do a host name, now you can see what are the changes we can see. Okay, so this is the host name, and if I go to property, and I can see DC01 slash CTX, then it is there in Citrix.lab. Okay, and this is uh, this is the video which is telling you how to install and configure the Active Directory, and this is done. So let me check one more thing and how it looks. Okay, and if we go to properties and go to, you can see it's automatically picked the loop address, which is 127.0.0.1. Okay, so this is our DNS server as well. So that's great. We are already been set up, and this is the video which is consists of installing the Active Directory step by step, no step skipped. Okay, so hope this video is informative, and what I would require is to you guys should like my video. Okay, and let me know if you want to do some more videos like this. So what we can do is we will set up and create for you, and like this video and let me know if you require anything else. Okay, thank you very much. This is Joy Banerjee signing off from AIKID support. Thank you.